Hello everybody, thank you very much for tuning into this video. I have a very special unboxing for you today. I am unboxing a chessboard, some chess pieces, and a storage box for those pieces from none other than the House of Staunton. Sorry. The House of Staunton is an American company. They supply and sell chess sets, chess boards, chess pieces, chess clocks, chess magazines, chess everything. You name it, the houseofstaunton.com has it. So here we are unboxing this beautiful set, and I'm starting off with the box for you. With the board for you. This board is made in Spain, as can be seen by the box. It is their ebony board, and this is the final size left of this board. So this is the size of 2.25 inches per square, which is about 5.7 centimeters per square. It was packaged very, very nicely. There was no way of the corners getting cracked or getting damaged in transit. As you could see, it had padding on the side. Also, the only way it could have ever gotten damaged was if someone were to have put something heavy right in the center of it, which I was happy to see it didn't happen. There are the specifications of the square size, and as you can see, this is not a small board. It is slightly bigger than tournament size. It's 1.27 centimeters or half an inch high, so it does have a nice height to it. It's not completely flush to the table, and it's not too high either where it becomes a little bit uncomfortable to move the pieces around. It takes up about 80%, if not more, of the table that I've got there to play chess. It's got some very nice felt at the bottom. I think they're about the same size felt that are at the bottom of pawns. And again, we've got a little sign saying made in Spain. As you could see there, sorry, that was a little bit quick. The light squares are made with bird's eye maple, and the dark squares are with striped ebony. We'll talk a little bit about the board later on, a little bit more about it, about the finish that it's got and whatnot. And now we're moving on to unpacking the pieces and unpacking the storage box. This came in a separate box altogether, and we've got a little surprise there from the House of Staunton as well, which was nice to see. First of all, we've got the pieces. I'm going to unbox those last. I'm saving the best till last. Again, you can see that everything was packaged nicely. And the pieces are the Grandmaster chess set pieces. I'll explain a little bit later why I chose this particular set of pieces. And that's the mahogany slide box that we will be unboxing first. The surprise is this little magazine. I haven't looked through it yet, but I will be looking through it. I'm intrigued to see if there might be something in there that they don't offer on their website. It came packaged nicely in bubble wrap. No chance again of anything getting cracked or broken or anything in there. And it's even further well packaged inside the boxes themselves. I went for the mahogany box instead of the ebony box. I think it matches the pieces a little bit nicer, it matches the board a little bit nicer. And the ebony box is completely blacked out. Here you will see me attempting to take the box out in a way that didn't agree with me. That's not how physics works. And I figured it out in the end. There we go. Right from the middle is the way. And again, packaged incredibly nicely. It's felt on both sides. No way of the box getting damaged. Then wrapped around in some nice paper as well so that it didn't get scratched. There's no way of it getting scratched or dusty or anything of the sort. This is the cheapest box that the House of Staunton offer, the slide top box. They've got other boxes of heavier wood, more luxurious wood and leather as well, but I think this was, and it is, good enough. So beautiful, the House of Staunton logo on the top, and it comes with two felted bits at the bottom, and I'll explain a little bit later on as to why that is there. Very nicely felted. There's no sort of bubbles or anything of the felt. It's very, very well made. It is not a heavy box by any means. It's very, very light, which makes it easy to carry when the pieces are in. but it's nothing very special. It's designed and it is well made for what it is and what it's made for, which is making sure your pieces are safe. So now on to the main event, which are the pieces themselves. I chose the Grandmaster set pieces because I really like how the Queen looks, how the King looks, and the Knights. Those are the most important pieces for me, and those are the pieces that I look for when I look at a chess set. I focus on those three pieces. I'm not too fussed about the Rooks or the Bishops, but I really want to make sure that the King, the Queen, and the Knights look fantastic, and this was it hit the nail on the head. I think this is a classic looking chess set. I think it's timeless. Here you can see my son. He's excited to help me open. We play every now and then. I think he's pretty close to beating me. But here we are unboxing the light pieces, and I'll just show you the King for now. We'll look at every piece in detail a little bit later on over the board. The King is 4 inches, so a little bit bigger than tournament size, which is, I believe, 3.75 inches, but it's not far off. All the pieces are individually packed, which I really did like. A little bit tedious taking them out one by one, but if they're safe, they're safe, and this is the best way to do it, I believe. They didn't all come in one box or anything like that, and that might have caused some scratching if they did, so this is nice. And as you can see, the light pieces are a natural boxwood, which makes the pieces quite light, but they are double weighted. I do have a plastic tournament set that is triple weighted, and I could tell by the weight of these that they're only a slight bit lighter, so they're definitely double weighted pieces. Those are the dark pieces there, and these are a golden rosewood, which I chose instead of the ebony. Again, the ebony is completely blacked out and it's stained wood, and I preferred to go for the more natural look. So a little bit more about the board. As you can see here, it's a satin veneer finish, which doesn't give it a very strong gloss, and I love the way that the pieces slid on top of this veneer finish that they put on the board. The light squared pieces reminded me of marble. The way that they look, we'll look at it a little bit closer, and as you can see, this board is 57.15 centimeters or 22.5 inches. Again, it's not a small board. It's slightly bigger than tournament size, but it fits within the tournament regulations. A little bit of a bird's eye view there of the board itself, and a little bit of a pan there as well of the entire board. I love that as a standard, the House of Staunton sets come with extra queens for promotion. I used to own a Del Rossi set, and it did not come with extra queens, nor do most chess sets, I find, unfortunately. So that's really nice of them. Now I'm giving you a close-up look of all the pieces. We're starting off with the light square pieces, and I'll show you the dark square pieces as well. Minor imperfections on that knight there, on the back, the bottom back, but again, these are the best looking knights, in my opinion, from the House of Staunton. Amazing detail, and they look almost exactly the same. All the knights are handcrafted. There is your bishop. The felt at the bottom of all of these was not ripping off or anything like that. Again, double weighted pieces. We'll put the weight of the king in the description of the video, as well as a link to all the items found here. 10.1 centimeters for the king. Again, a little bit taller than 9.5 centimeters, which is a standard tournament size, I believe. I really like the curve at the top of the king instead of it just being completely flat, like some pieces are. They're a little bit on the sharper edge, but I like the smoothed out edges of the king. And have a look at these dark pieces. The detail on the wood is beautiful. Again, the knights, handcrafted, meticulous. Very talented craftsmen from the House of Staunton. I believe these pieces are crafted in India, although I haven't looked at specifics. And they've done an amazing job. The queen after the knight is my favorite piece. The way that it looks, the crown of the queen, it's not too pointy like some queens are. I think the Fischer Spassky set It has a very pointy crown for the queen. And now we're moving on to the box, the storage box. Slides right off very smoothly. Mahogany lid, mahogany box, and the felted inside. Slides in very nicely, slides out very nicely, no issues with that whatsoever. And here we can see the king placed inside the box with the felt still on it. The lid won't close, but also the lid won't close if you take the felt off with a 4-inch king. So the king must be laying down for everything to fit nicely. This is something to keep in mind if you're looking to get this same set in the same box. You will need to lay down your pieces, and the pieces will be touching each other and moving around a little bit if you decide to go for the 4-inch king. Anything below a 4-inch king will fit nicely. And so what I've done here is I've placed the felt on top of the main pieces and then gone ahead and placed the pawns on top so that it doesn't mix around too much. I've done the same with the other side, and again the lid slides right on very, very nicely and slides right off. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning into this video. Following up, we've got a couple of photos of the board and the set. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'm based in Melbourne, Australia. If you'd like to meet up for a game, please let me know. I might even bring the chess set if you're lucky. Once again, thanks for tuning into this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.